all the way.
Are you for Trump?
Absolutely.
So what would you say to someone who says you're Mexican and Trump hates us?
He doesn't hate us. He hates the lawbreakers.
That's
he
right.
hates the illegals. Don't come here illegally. Welcome. Come. I did. Not illegally.
That's right. I came here too legally.
Yeah, and making a difference.
That's
Not
right.
hurting anybody, not stealing from anybody, earning your way.
Well, God bless you
that's
for being
it.
on the Trump train.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, God is going to prevail through Trump.
That's
I
right.
believe this.
I agree with you 100%.
I'm a Latina for Trump, and I support mass deportations. It's not that hard to go through the legal process. My grandma came here illegally, but she married my grandpa, and they did the whole process. You know, so at the end of the day, we legal. I'm a Latina for Trump, and I'm a no sabo, because we're in America, and we speak English here. I mean, I can't really communicate with my grandma, but that's on her. That's on her. That bitch has been here for 30 plus years, and she still doesn't know English. I'm a Latina for Trump, and I support the ICE raids. At schools, at graduations, I don't give a fuck. Those kids are criminals. And I'm happy that we're no longer using our tax money on giving them free lunch, because fuck them kids. Unless they're a fetus, because I'm a good Christian and pro-life. Pro vida. I'm a Latina for Trump because I'm broke. And he promised cheaper gas and groceries. And don't come saying, oh, everything is more expensive now. No, bitch. Tell me why the gas in my city is 5 cents less than it was last week. Then I went to 7-Eleven and picked up my daily Coke and hot Cheetos, and it was 20 cents less. So bitch, if you want to be blind and ignorant, be blind and ignorant. Because Trump is over here working hard, and he's already made a lot of great decisions for our country. And if you don't want to see that, that's on you, boo. So God bless America.
Welcome back to PrinceIchieUnfiltered, a place where we dive in straight into the truth with no filters and no apologies. If you are joining us for the first time, you're welcome on board the chaos. To our new subscribers and viewers, welcome back. And today, oh, it's getting real. Mexicans who proudly voted for Donald Trump, people who stood by him, defended him, believed every promises, are now crying out as racial profiling, raids, and deportations skyrocket across the country. So let's get into this unfiltered.
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
That's unfair. This is unfair. I'm so sorry I can't touch it.
Let me ask
I don't
you.
know how I'm going to say that to my mom. My mom had a heart attack.
Judelka Mejia cannot believe she's going back home without her nephew, 29-year-old Yasael Almonte Mejia. Like many other immigrants, when their case is dismissed, they are detained at the hallway.
Now, the family was loaded into this bus here right behind me. After immigration court, we're learning it was a family of 4 from Cuba, a man, his wife, and their 2 kids, a boy and a girl. Their attorney says they've been here to prior hearings, immigration hearings, and they were informed this morning that it was a real possibility of being deported.
Outside immigration court, among those detained, a Cuban man who was meeting with an attorney.
My son had an appointment with an attorney, and they took him without any explanation.
You are basically driving a dagger into the heart of the entire community, because these are mixed status families.
A mother distraught after her 21-year-old son was taken away by ICE. She says he came to the U.S. from Cuba 9 months ago.
When he got out of the car, they called him by his name, and they were there waiting for him.
They could have to remain detained for the entirety of those proceedings, and for expedited removal, they will have to be in detention.
They went to their hearing today. Their asylum case was dismissed. After that, they were promptly led away by federal law officers onto the bus.
You was singing all that mess, talking about I we bo for Donald Trump. And now you're screaming, shouting, acting like we're supposed to give a damn about your husband being deported after you was singing, talking about I love my freedom. But your man ain't free no more, is he? Like we're supposed to have to give. Who said that?
Latinos, you can scream MAGA all you want, vote red, only speak English, even call ICE yourself, but you will never be the exception. You will never be white, and it's not going to stop you from getting racially profiled. Who said that? Who said that?
Yo voy a votar por Donald Trump.
Are you a MAGA follower? Please do not come to Mexico. Do not come to Cancun. Do not come to Puerto Vallarta or Acapulco. Stay in the United States. Eat your Taco Bells. Eat your burritos. Eat your whatever you got back home. In Mexico, we already know that MAGA people hate Mexicans. We already know that you support Donald Trump, who is a really bad guy for Mexicans. They are putting our people in prisons. They are attacking our people. They are disappearing little children, separating families. We don't like MAGA people here in Mexico. And if you come, please do not bring your orange hat saying MAGA. Do not come with your shirt saying MAGA, because I've seen cases where MAGAs have been attacked by Mexicans in Cancun. At least they get knocked on their head, or at least they insult them, and we are right. We know you hate us in the United States, so why are you gonna come to Cancun with your offending us with your MAGA shirts or hats? Stay in the United States, you're better there. Why do you come to Cancun? Why do you come to Mexico? If you don't like us, stay there.
I will never understand the Latinos for Trump, and especially the Latinos for Trump that are like, oh, I did it for taxes. First of all, you don't even fucking make enough. You don't. You are not in the top 1%. You are not going to get the tax benefits that they do. And why you're voting against your own fucking familia, I have no idea.
Latinos for Trump voted for Obama in 2008. Latinos for Trump voted for Obama in 2012. Latinos for Trump voted for Hillary in 2016. Latinos for Trump voted for Biden in 2020. And this past year, Latinos for Trump finally voted for Trump. Under Obama, we got a health care reform where Latinos would get punished if they did not have health insurance. $2,000 a pop. Instead of health care reform, they could have done immigration reform, but they chose not to. Latinos were just not a priority. The Latinos for Trump voted for Joe Biden. Joe Biden simply opened the borders for everyone, forgot about the people that were already here, welcomed a whole bunch of people in, and rolled out the red carpet, gave them luxury hotels, gave them thousands of dollars per person for food stamps, and didn't do absolutely anything for the people that were here already. So it was time to shock the system. Latinos for Trump voted. They decided no longer are we going to be not heard. I can 1,000% guarantee you the Democratic Party today is really interested in Latinos again. They got to earn our vote. We've been forgotten for too long. Hopefully we get an immigration reform where we vet the people that come in and we get enough people in so that the produce doesn't go to waste, so we can keep America fed. People could have a better life. A safer country, a more prosperous country, more welcoming country. We're at the cusp of that thanks to Latinos for Trump.
So now I'm seeing all these videos of Mexican Americans crying about how they regret voting for Trump. And honestly, I can't feel bad for you, because when we told you this would happen, you didn't listen. When it was just theoretical, it was easy to ignore. But now that your undocumented family is at risk, now that your kids are being targeted, or the kids in your circles, now that they're coming for you, now it's a problem. Listen, I get it. I have family who voted for him too, and I won't lie, it makes it very hard to process. It sometimes even makes it hard to talk to them, because how am I supposed to be okay with that? I have undocumented family. I have a trans sibling. Trump's policies directly hurt people I love. So when I see our own people supporting him, it feels like a slap in the face. And I keep asking myself, why? How did this happen? This man called Mexicans rapists. He bragged about deporting families. He made racial profiling and hate cool again. And still, some of you voted for him. And now, reality is hitting. Oklahoma just passed a law requiring parents to prove citizenship to enroll their kids in school. Texas is next. Who do you think they're coming for? Not white, undocumented Europeans, Latinos. And now some of you are shocked? What did you think was gonna happen? That they'd make an exception for you? That you're somehow a good immigrant? That Trump actually cared about Latinos? Be serious. I know some of you are going to defend your stance with like, well, my family voted for him because they don't like socialism. They care about small businesses. They're conservative. They're religious. Okay. But at what cost? At the cost of our people being deported? At the cost of our kids being denied education? At the cost of our community being unsafe? And so now you're feeling the consequences and you want us to feel sorry for you. No. I'm saving my sympathy for the people who didn't vote against their own families. It's exhausting. We tried to tell you, but if you voted for Trump and regret it, sit with that, reflect on it, because the rest of us, we saw this coming. Please don't share any hate, not even towards Latinos who voted for Trump. This is just my personal view and my frustration about this entire situation.
You can hope all you want that Latinos for Trump are going to fuck around and find out now that the Supreme Court has ruled that ICE can racially profile people on the street if they look like illegal aliens. But it doesn't matter, because Latinos for Trump have been pretending like they are white, assimilating into white culture so long that they think they look white and they don't think they're going to be racially profiled. They don't think they stick out to ICE. They have whitewash goggles so badly that they think to a gang of ICE agents that they look like a white person. Don't get started on me about this whole, oh, this white girl's talking out of pocket, doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm Cuban American. I'm very acutely and intimately aware of the thought processes going on here. You can bark at them all they want about, oh, look what you've done now. Look what you've done now. Now you're a target. Now you're a target. You can be racially profiled. They don't give a damn. They don't give a rat's ass. I know this particular niche issue doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things because the Supreme Court did indeed just strip away civil rights from everyone in this country, especially those that are black and brown. But, you know, to me, it kind of matters. They voted for this, yes. They've done this to themselves, but they still don't give a shit. They still don't think anything's going to happen to them. They're sitting around watching other Latinos with legal status and naturalized citizenships getting snatched up off the street and sent to El Salvador. They don't give a damn. They don't even believe that that stuff is happening, much less believe that it's going to happen to them now that the Supreme Court said it was okay.
So Latinos for Trump have finally spoken against him. It took y'all long enough. Actually, y'all should have did that shit before y'all even elected this man. Because I'm saying, yes, y'all helped elect this man. And now what's going on in Los Angeles is y'all fault. It is y'all fault. Y'all divided y'all vote. And you put this man in office. And what is he doing? He's going against people who are innocent. He's rounding up anybody and everybody that looks like your demographic. He don't give a fuck about warrants. Hell, I am so happy to see that y'all are out there. The ones that didn't vote for him are out there fighting against these ICE agents and not allow them to take anybody. Now I'm going to say this. Y'all need to pay attention because they will deploy the National Guard if they get access to that shit. That is ICE agent director's initiative tonight, is to try to get the National Guard on the ground against everybody that is protesting these roundups against ICE agents. So, y'all in my prayers. That's all I can do. Y'all are in my prayers. But Latinos for Trump, y'all asses should be out there. This is y'all fault. This is partly y'all fault that your people are being rounded up like cattle and sent to places that some of them have never seen before. Get y'all asses out there. Don't do a call out on the damn internet or media. Go get on the ground.
All of my life, 50 years I've been here, I've never been harassed by Border Patrol on this side of the border like this. This is outrageous.
Why are we not allowed to be here? Because we're not white? Our skin doesn't match?
That's George Doylis. He and his wife are from Imperial Valley, and they love to camp. So when they were headed up to a dental specialist in North County on Wednesday, they decided to explore Jacumba and this area around Boulevard. They headed up this road to see if they could find a campsite, and that's when they say their day took a very different turn.
We didn't think anything of it. We're an American citizens. We're on U.S. soil. Why should we be afraid?
George and his wife Esmeralda say an unmarked SUV started following them and pulled them over. They say Border Patrol agents first approached wearing masks.
So the reason why we're stopping you is because you do U-turns and there's a known alien
now in the area. He told the agents where they were going and that they did not consent to any search. If you have a dentist appointment, it probably wasn't the best decision to be out in the middle of nowhere.
No, we have the right to travel anywhere we want to travel.
Right, you do. You're absolutely right, you do. And I actually have the right and authority to stop you. Couple sat in their car as the agents brought a canine. It's called reasonable suspicion. Do you think that they had reasonable suspicion to stop you and search your vehicle?
Not at all. Not at all.
The dog did smell a small amount of legally purchased cannabis, so they got out for a full search. 30 minutes in, the agent says he could take their vehicle, but... I'm going to go ahead and let you off with a warning. George and Esmeralda both voted for the first time in 2020 and again in 2024 for President Donald Trump. As they see his immigration crackdown, do you regret your vote?
Yes, I do. Very much so. I feel shame, guilt, and anger at the same time.
So I'm coming for Latinos for Trump every day, every time. When I can, I'm doing it. Because the Republican budget plan just came out. And where's the no tax on tips? Not there. Where's the no tax on overtime? Not there. No tax on income? Not there either. You know what is there? Tax cut for the rich. Lowest there's ever been. But you bozos who kept screaming that he was going to do so much for the economy, that he was a businessman. He's a scammer. And we tried to tell you that he was not for you. Okay? So that just goes to show you, and I hope you're going to learn so many lessons. And they're going to be difficult ones. And we're not going to hold your hand while you learn them. All right? Te calmas o te calmo, like at 100. So you guys enjoy this. Have fun with that.
And here is the part that is shaking the Latino community. People who once cheered for Trump are now saying, I regret everything. I didn't think it would be us. Now, the fear, the tears, the regrets, it's surfacing fast. Let this be a reminder. When you vote for policies built on fear, eventually the fear comes back to your door. Mexican Trump voters are learning the lesson the hard way, and the tears are flowing everywhere. This isn't left or right. This is reality. And here on PrinceIchieUnfiltered, we expose it all. If you support the truth, unfiltered, unapologetic, and raw, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and sound off in the comments. This is PrinceIchieUnfiltered, and I will see you on the next one.